My name is Stuart Waiton. I am the chairperson of the Scottish Union for Education. I would just like to thank Suzanne and Sam for organising this event. If anybody doesn't have one of our cards yet, do get our cards so that you can get in touch with us. Kate is handing them out. Okay, I'll start with a few questions. Do you want your children to be taught the best maths by the best maths teachers in Scotland, or do you want them to be taught by the best social justice activists? Do you think it would be best to have English teachers who are obsessed with their body of work, or teachers who are obsessed with children's bodies? Should schools act as modern-day mystics and teach as fact that some children are born in the wrong body, or should they teach facts? It's the job of schools to teach kids the knowledge of the world, not to encourage children to think that they and their identities are the centre of the universe. But this is what is happening. Schools, pushed by councils, are educating children to be obsessed with themselves and their bodies. Nursery schools are teaching and reading books like Julian is a Mermaid, which is an overtly transgender book. That's 4-year-olds being read stories about being transgender. Good timing. Primary schools have transgender lessons in the curriculum. And secondary schools not only have it in the curriculum, but have clubs that celebrate and promote transgender ideology to children across the whole of Scotland. And I'm asked time and again, indoctrination? What indoctrination? We should be in no doubt that this is exactly what is happening in our schools. Our children are being indoctrinated with transgender ideology. Our politicians, our councils, and our schools are indoctrinating children. And what happens when parents raise concerns? As often as not, they're denounced and accused of being backward or being bigots or being a threat to their own child. Our friends over there tell us that they love trans kids, but they have no kids. What they really mean is that they love themselves. They are obsessed with themselves. They don't really give a toss about anybody other than themselves and their magical identity. Well, each to their own. If adults want to experiment on themselves, that's up to them. But leave the kids out of it. They're not your kids. We all know that what is happening in schools is insane. We all know that what is happening is dangerous. We know that schools have no right to teach ideology to children. That's not their job. As I've said before, their job, believe it or not, is to teach maths, English, history, geography, and the sciences. That's their job. But if they don't want to do that, we're going to have to make them, because nobody else is going to do it for us. There aren't that many people here today. There aren't enough people here, and we need to work out how to change that. We need to work together, which is what we've set up to do, to try and work out how to inform parents that this is happening, how to inform grandparents that this is happening, and how to get the message out to communities about what is happening. Then hopefully, for the sake of the next generation, we can put an end to this narcissistic nonsense. Thank you.